to work if I ain't never had a job?
Pay half of my rent and then use these food stamps. If I need more, I'ma just pop out another baby.
She gotta go, Tasha. I'm tired of it.
Anyone who thinks this is permissible.
This video isn't about politics, it's about patterns. Every clip you're about to see follows the same cycle: entitlement, denial, then reality shows up uninvited. Watch closely, because none of this is accidental. If you've ever paid taxes and wondered where the money actually goes, tap like now.
Hey, yo, nigga, survive, nigga.
It's Section 8. It's Section 8, man. I ain't even got nothing.
This is how every one of these videos start: confusion mixed with entitlement. Notice how there is no accountability yet, just frustration aimed outward.
Boy, they always come around here tripping. Section 8. I drive I'm on EBT, man. Ain't nothing in there. You was better off robbing yourself.
That line sounds like a joke, but it's actually telling. When nothing is yours, nothing feels protected.
I don't get it, man. 3, 2. Nigga. I told you wasn't nothing in there, man. Thanks for coming by, though. It's always good to have company. Next time you rob somebody, man, make sure they ain't on Section 8, all right?
Said you can only get on Section 8 if you're a veteran or a disabled person.
This is where the argument usually flips. Rules suddenly exist, but only when they benefit the speaker.
Now listen, I agree. If you are of sound mind and good health, you need to get up and figure it out just like the rest of us. Stop having kids so you can ride the wave. The government shouldn't have to help you.
That's the quiet part out loud. Dependency works best when responsibility keeps getting delayed.
At the end of the day, we're all independent. We can get up and grind. Do it like I do it. What do you mean? Why not? We're sick of people just riding the government's wave. Oh, don't worry about it. I'ma just get housing, pay half of my rent, and then use these food stamps. If I need more, I'ma just pop out another baby. What?
This isn't ignorance, it's strategy, and the strategies always collapse eventually.
What happened to go get it out the mud? What happened to work hard for what you want? What happened to that type of thing? You should leave that for people who really need it. People who are missing organs. People who have, they mentally can't, you know what I'm saying? People who need this type of help. Y'all don't. Let's be honest. Y'all.
This is the city I live in. This is disgusting.
This is what happens when systems replace standards. Everyone's angry, but nobody's building anything.
Anyone who thinks this is permissible should not be in anybody's leadership. This is a baby's picture.
Reason why I ain't got a job, because I ain't never had a job and I don't know what it feels like to work. So how would I be able to cope with working if I ain't never had a job?
Listen carefully. This is learned helplessness. When effort is never required, effort becomes impossible.
Like, I don't know how to work. I ain't never had a job in my life. So how would I work? I ain't never worked for minimum wage. So how would I work? I ain't never had a job in my life. I don't pay tax dollars, as y'all said.
Yeah, we got an eviction schedule here today.
What? How y'all got an eviction?
Evictions never come out of nowhere. They come at the end of a long trial of ignored warnings.
What you mean, how?
Cause hold on, I just paid. How y'all got an eviction? I ain't got no notice or nothing. That's not correct. I only didn't pay my rent this month, and I got a paperwork that they supposed to be fixing my stuff, or Section 8 supposed to be letting me move. I do have that paperwork. This the only month I ain't paid it, cause they supposed to be fixing stuff out of 26.
Who's supposed to be fixing? Section 8 is paying.
Yeah, Section 8 pay my rent.
And so what happened for you to get behind?
I'm not behind. What they saying I owe? Cause I don't owe nothing but this month.
That's the classic memorization move. One missed payment becomes 4 once paperwork enters the room.
So
okay, but what I'm saying is what you ended up in court for some reason.
4 months ago.
Okay, you went to court.
But I've been paying it. I've been paying. I no lie, I have been paying. So I got want to get the paper? Cause I got the paper. They got 226.
Let me explain this to you. Now, the only thing I can do is an eviction. I can't mediate the case. I can't.
So you saying I have to get out like right now?
Yeah, we're about to do it now.
What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Tell me, there's nothing I can do. I have this that's issued from the court.
What?
I'm gonna give you a copy of it.
It is crazy. I just had it fixed. That is crazy.
You can read it.
So what y'all gonna do? Kick my door in or come in anyway?
Yeah, that's why the locksmith is here. If you want here, if you don't open the door, we're gonna come in. And that's what it's called, forcible entry and detain the FPD.
Once the court speaks, emotions stop mattering.
Can y'all give me a second? Cause my kids in here. Oh my God! Like I was not warned of nothing. I was no warning. No warning.
So you didn't talk.
I don't pay.
When the last time you talked?
I paid my rent last month. I have not talked to them since then.
You didn't talk to them?
No, I just had inspection on the 25th of last month, and they had to the 22nd of this month to fix my stuff, or I was gonna move. Like they are doing this on purpose because it's mold in the house. It's mold in here, and Section 8 was for them to fix this. Like I really want to call the police, like, cause this is absurd. Like
yeah, well you can call the police, but it's a civil matter, and the police they deal with criminal law.
Oh my God, this is
they don't
absurd.
deal with civil.
Like where I'm gonna put my stuff, I cannot put.
You don't have anybody you can call?
That's what I'm saying. Like, can you give me a second? Cause this is crazy. Like.
Okay. Then what I normally do, I come in, I take pictures of everything in the house. After I get done with the pictures, then I bring the crew in. Now he's gonna go ahead and start working on a lock to change the locks out.
This crazy. Yeah, this is absurd. This is absurd. Like literally. I'm not warned of nothing.
You gotta get somebody warned.
This is they can put my stuff out right now. Right now. Like. What?
How many people in the house?
My son in there.
You need to get all your valuables together. Your cell phone, your charger, your keys.
Look, they just sent me a notification today. I only owe $421. This is today at 9:40.
Well, say I don't have anything to do with that, man. You could owe $1 million or $1. I have a writ from the court that says to put you out, and that's all I can do is what the court says.
And it always seems to happen at the worst times, like in the middle of the morning rush.
Every single one of your basic needs should be taxpayer funded. Food, water, healthcare, shelter, clothing, electricity, transit, access to the internet. These are all basic needs that we are required to survive within this society, and as such, it is society's responsibility to ensure that those are provided to its people.
This sounds compensated until you ask who's paying. Collapse the moment efforts becomes optional.
Full stop. End of story. Have a day.
You could just say that you were lazy, unskilled, and unable to take care of yourself, but sure, let's play this out. I go to work, it's payday, I come home, I look at my paycheck, and the government has taken almost all of my paycheck from me to put into this taxpayer fund to redistribute to the rest of society. Well, that sucks. Why should I be the one who has to labor when I could just stay home and the government's gonna take care of me? So I quit my job. Then everyone else starts quitting their jobs because the government's gonna take care of us, right? But oh shoot. Now we're having mass supply chain issues because we don't have enough production. So then the government starts assigning jobs because society's got to run, you know what I'm saying? So you get assigned a job, and if you don't do your assigned job, then you don't get your rations. Congratulations, now you're a slave.
Ironically, this is the most accurate part. Dependency always ends in control.
Keep on, I'ma let him go. I got some, keep on with me. I'ma let these two king courses go on your ass. Play with me if you want to. I'ma let them go. These king courses, the mini ones, y'all ain't seen these right here before. You can't get these in the store right here. I ordered these. I ordered these from Japan, baby.
We have too many people sucking off the government. I've talked about this before. I work with Section 8, okay?
When insiders start admitting this, the system is already broken. Abuse is never hidden, it's normalized.
I have tenants that fall behind throughout the year. And so we know around tax time, those tenants that are on Section 8 will file their taxes. And meanwhile, they're on SNAP benefits. They pretty much have reduced or free rent. And a lot of them are on Social Security because they're able to get like death benefits or this, that, or whatever, that's been perverse. It was supposed to be for retirement. And our politicians were like, here, let me buy your vote and we'll open it up to more population, and they don't contribute like financially or productivity, nothing. And at tax time, I know I need to reach out to them and say, hey, you've got this balance. I know you're filing your tax return, and they're going to get a f***ing rebate. They get money back after the federal government pretty much pays for a majority of their living expenses. And so we've got a whole bunch of people that are able-bodied, can work, choose not to, and are sucking off of the system.
We're getting evicted in 4 days, so we're going to chill and relax today.
This is the calm before the crash. Comfort, mindset, and crisis always makes things worse.
Because when we get evicted, we're going to be homeless again, and we're going to be doing a lot of work. So it's time to relax the muscles and chill and relax the brain, de-stress. We've been doing a lot of stressing because of what's coming down the pipeline. She's sick and not feeling well, and it's interesting because when we're homeless, we're not going to be around anybody. So the chance of being sick is actually lower, even though it's cold. And that's the thing. We're going to combat the cold very well, so we're not even going to be cold. We're going to have a tent in the tent with all this extra stuff. We made a video about that, so we're not even going to be cold, and we're not even going to be around people. So she's sick because she's around people. I just think it's interesting that getting an apartment, a hotel, anything like that, high chance of getting sick right now. And that interesting how being homeless, you can avoid sickness easier. But yeah, we're going to chill and relax today.
Come with us as we go evict our Section 8 tenant.
All right, let's go, bitch.
Now you're seeing the other side of the story. Damage doesn't disappear just because rent was subsidized.
Today we're heading to our first rental property after the recent eviction of our tenant. There are many pros and cons to having a Section 8 tenant, but the result of this one was extremely bad. After receiving multiple violations from our HOA, we had to take a look at the property and see what was actually wrong with it. And once we pulled up, it was devastating.
She was complaining of rats and all that kind of stuff, and clearly you can see why there were rats, because she didn't really care to actually throw the trash out. She threw the trash into the backyard. It's not a surprise that one would see rats.
Negligence always shows up physically. Systems can pay bills, but they can't create discipline.
In all of her time living there, she hadn't cut the grass once. Look how bad this lot looked compared to the rest of the community. It's no wonder we got many violations for this. So that brings us to today. We had the trash taken out, the grass cut, and we were just there to put a notice of abandonment on the property as our last attempt to communicate with this woman since she'd gone off the radar.
This is Isabella Towers, an apartment complex in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's just terrible.
And it's just too small.
But you could kind of make this nice, about the size of mine back home now. Come on, we gotta learn a little gratitude. This is a heater. I would prefer this personally to living on the street.
It's about the same, really.
It's really about the same because we would have more freedom out there, though.
We wouldn't care if we lost it today, though.
You wouldn't care?
Nah.
Got
That's
TV,
the only
AC, shower.
The only two things
locked door.
Yeah, we consider this still homeless.
I still believe. I want to live in a house
to where I could actually go outside and do yard.
Our landlord just turned off our electricity. Okay, our landlord just turned off our electricity because we didn't pay rent. Section 8 has been paying our rent for over 10 years.
10 years of support with zero exit plan is not help, it's paralyzed.
A couple weeks ago, my landlord shows up to tell me that Section 8 is 3 months late on our rent and that we were kicked from the program. She tried telling us that we had 2 days to come up with the rent. Well, it's been a few weeks. We don't have the money, okay? We have zero income. Everything was taken from us. Food stamps, cash assistance, our disability, everything. They just shut off our freaking electricity. We have no lights. We have no running water. We can't cook. And we have 6 kids.
Children become shields in every argument, but shields don't solve consequences.
6 kids. This is not legal. You cannot turn somebody's electricity off because they didn't pay rent. Who the hell do I call? Because now we are without lights, without electricity, no running water, no toilet, no shower. This is not okay.
I'm hearing that they're supposed to be doing away with Section 8. I don't know how true that is, but if it is true, it's about time.
Programs don't fail because of critics. They fail because of abuse.
We got too many people that's taking advantage of the system. too many people sitting around doing absolutely nothing. And guess what? We tired of it. Us working people are paying for you to sit around and do nothing. So while we out working 2 and 3 jobs, busting our chops and missing time away from our family, y'all at home chilling. Y'all up on the new Jordans, all the new clothes, all the new gadgets and gadgets, all the jewelry, all the bling, and all our hard-working money is going to food in the house and bills. We can't even spend that money on ourselves. More time at work than it is at home. It's not fair. It's time to get up, y'all. If you ain't disabled, if you have 2 working hands and 2 working feet, you gonna get up and you gonna get to work. It's the harsh reality.
Gotta go. She gotta go, Tasha. I'm tired of it. I've been dealing with this for too long.
Eventually, every enabler hits a breaking point. Burnout is the real ending of dependency.
I don't want to be with her no more. I can't be with you. You don't want to do nothing for yourself. She don't want to better herself. She want to sit around and play the victim and act like I'm the problem. I'm not the problem. This all the stuff, she got to go. I asked her 7 times, get yourself together. I even tried to make it work. She living with me. I'm paying all the bills. She got her kids here. I didn't even accept her kids. I don't even got no kids. I didn't even accept her kids and treat them kids like mine. I love them kids.
Okay, y'all. So this is why you should keep about your business, okay? So released on a $10,000 bond on Tuesdays, former executive senior vice president Tracy Jones, who once was the senior vice president of the Atlanta Housing Authority, y'all, was indicted for conspiracy to commit theft of government funds, wire fraud, and credit application that transpired between 2018 to 2023.
And this is how it always ends. Corruption at the top. When accountability disappears, everyone eats.
Now, she was falsifying documents and improperly approving Section 8 vouchers for family members. So it was her son's baby mama. She was approving these vouchers for one of them being her.
This wasn't one story. It was the same story told 20 different ways. When effort is optional, collapse is guaranteed, and the bills always come due. If you want more breakdowns like this, subscribe. If this made you uncomfortable, then seems to me it worked. Drop a comment and tell me where you stand. And if you want to see more, go down into the description and binge watch the playlist. See you on the next one.